and men in their 60s and 70s ask me all the time, Joey, is it too late for us to try to get in shape, get healthy, get fit, get strong, get rid of these aches and pains and change our bodies a little bit? You're going to hear from two of them yourself that proves, by the way, we're on the set of the Midlife Muscle podcast. These are clients Billy and Bethany, and you're going to see and hear from them in a minute. And they're going to prove to you that not only is it possible, but it is very likely to get into shape in your 60s and 70s when you know what to do properly, safely, and you do it. And it doesn't take long. You don't have to go crazy. It can all be done at home. And they're going to show you. They're going to tell you. So first, you're going to hear from Billy, 74 at the time of this recording. Then you're going to hear from his wife, Bethany, 64, on the improvements, changes she's making as well. Now, this isn't about being a stage competitor, being an Adonis body on the beach or whatever. This is about regaining self-confidence, your capabilities, strength, mobility, getting rid of the aches and pains so that when you wake up in the morning, you can put on your socks and shoes without having to struggle so much and be in pain and discomfort. It's about having energy, sleeping better, and finally seeing and feeling your body change from the inside out, slowly, definitively, but surely, without going beast mode, without crushing it and killing it, without going crazy, and without hurting yourself, because your fitness is not supposed to hurt you, it's supposed to help you. And this is not only what I teach all of my clients, like you're going to hear from now, but it's in the free programs. It's in my video membership follow-along program. Those links will be down below in the description, but make sure you hear from these people first because... All right, let's hear it, Billy. Where was Billy when he started? And then what were all the great things happening in the first few months up to now?
Well, I had morning back and side aches when I would get up. I had trouble putting on my socks, walking. My knees tended to start aching, walking. I couldn't walk very long. So now I have no more pain. My aches are gone away. I have more energy. I don't have trouble putting my socks and shoes on in the morning. Walking's not a pain. The treadmill, all that kind of stuff. So the only trouble I'm having are the balancing ones, like the third day exercises when you're on one foot. That's still difficult. So
that'll get better.
Yeah, but that's what I know it'll get better because I've seen this get better.
Right. Yeah. So I remember when we started, the back, the hips, and good Lord, how tight you were was incredible. Like you were super bound up, stiff, immobile. Right. So I knew we had work to do on that.
Yeah.
So doing the manual hands-on stretching with you, in addition to you doing the mobility routines on your own.
Yeah.
You're a different person now, like in terms of mobility, and you're number one, the way you're able to move, like literally waking up in the morning for a guy. What's your age again? Remind us.
74.
74. All right. Remind us of yours.
I'll be 64 in 2 weeks.
All right, there you go. Beautiful. So, Billy, at your age, not that it's old, it can be old if you're sedentary and not taking care of yourself, but you're literally turning back the clock with what you're doing, right? Now you're able to wake up, put on your socks, no problem, which was a big issue before. I remember, as the weeks were progressing in the early stages, that hip and back stiffness was slowly going away each week.
Yeah.
Right. And it's almost gone now, if not all gone.
Yeah.
Right. The other thing was you were having some neuropathy down one of your legs, some radiating issues going down from the right. And that's gone now.
It's once in a while, but not as much.
Not even close, right?
Not even close.
Awesome.
And what's funny is we were up in Ruston at the grandson's Thanksgiving. Oh my Jesus, that kid can run, and he wants me to chase him, or he chases me. He's a fast little dude.
But you kept up with
I kept up with him
the whole time.
And the other thing he started liking to do, he wants me to get down on the ground and get my legs, my legs up, and he runs and lands on my legs. So it's like, I'm catching him on my legs.
Right.
That I would have never been able to catch them like that before.
Wow, that's awesome. That's big right there. That's
Yeah, it
huge.
is. Yeah.
So again, it's because you're strong, you're mobile, the aches and pains are gone. If I remember right, I think either the last day we met or the second to last, you said something about your love handles being gone.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Tell us more about that.
They're gone. Right.
I know, he looks great in his clothes, always, well, he always does, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So Bethany's confirming those love handles are gone.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. And so energetically, strength-wise, how do you feel now, Billy?
I feel much better. Yeah. I'm
You
just,
feel increases since we started?
oh yeah. And the exercises are getting easier. I know the balancing will come over time. So
Right.
no
All
problem
right.
there.
So, yeah. So I don't know if it was one of you or both of you said something about your sleep quality.
oh, yeah. Mine's great.
Nice. And so how did your sleep change, Bethany, since we started?
It's just, I get sleepy at the same time and I go to sleep and then I wake up.
That
And
wasn't happening before we started the program, right?
it was like,
Random.
yeah,
Inconsistent.
it was inconsistent. It was very inconsistent.
Right.
And so, yeah, I just,
Now it's consistent.
and I get tired, which
Yes.
is good. At the end of the day, you're supposed to get tired and go.
Yes.
So, that's really good. And working with getting up earlier, a little earlier and things, and that's easier.
Right.
I don't know if that's, what that's exactly the pinpoint for what the reason, but it's all working. So that's good.
So getting up a little earlier, exerting yourself in the training,
Yes.
you're setting yourself up to be ready to go to sleep at night.
Yes.
Right. And so when we do that, we set our body clock and our brain to like, okay, I'm ready to sleep. I earned this sleep.
Mhm.
And when we are in that situation, we sleep better, more deeply, and wake up well rested because of that.
Right. Right.
So that's the cycle you're in.
Yeah.
Again, that's another benefit that you're getting from this that you need to focus on. Just forget about the scale. Like sleep quality is worth way much more at this stage of life.
That's true.
Because that is a trigger for a lot of other things to happen properly.
Mhm.
Hormone regulation, energy levels, clarity, disease prevention, like sleep is critical.
Yeah. True.
All right. Billy, and so anything else you guys want to add that we've left out in terms of
No.
benefits? Okay. Progress. And how are you guys feeling about the future being on this path now that you're on?
Well, we're on the path.
Yeah.
Why get
Feel
off?
like you feel like you're on the path.
We're on the path.
Finally.
We're not in the front row. We're but we're still on the path, and why get off, really?
Right. So it feels good to be on the right track.
Yes, it really does.
Oh, I referred somebody to you, my Ukrainian friend Alex, who lives in Atlantic Beach.
Really,
Alex.
for the testosterone question,
Yeah.
when you got your levels tested, did you was that the only time you ever got your levels tested?
No, I've got them tested
For the last 10 years.
10 years or so. Yeah.
Okay. And where have they been in general before you started doing the Cypionate?
Before when?
Before you started the TRT.
Oh, they were non-existent, really.
Okay.
Yeah. She said they weren't on the scale at all. Registering them.
But before the most recent test, where were they before?
Oh, they were in the 8s.
800?
The 80.
Just 80?
Wait a minute. I have to look it up, but I think they said they were in the normal range. That's what they told me. I didn't look at what it was, but
Right. Okay. It'd be good, especially in your next annual exam, if you can get your T levels tested by whatever doctor is going to do those. You may have to request them added as extra, but totally fine because it's worth knowing.
right.
And so if you're looking to get off the Cypionate, but I do know you weren't training properly before, you weren't eating properly before, you
Okay.
probably weren't supplementing properly before. If you do those three things, which you're mostly doing now, you may have flipped the switch enough where your body's natural testosterone production is fine on its own.
Okay. Well, at least I can try it, and then when I get tested, if it's not, punt from there, you know.
Exactly.
Okay. I like that idea.
Yeah, it's good. And I've been through this before with other middle-aged, older men who are in the same scenario. This is very common.
Yeah.
Right. So a lot of them end up going for that option because they feel like, man, I can never figure out this exercise part, though. You know, I can't do what I used to. I don't know what to do. The nutrition, they're kind of all over the map. Like, oh, listen to what my wife is doing. Maybe we'll try that. I'll try this or whatever, meal plan delivery, and they're all over the map, and they really don't have everything figured out yet. So
Yeah.
let me try adding in the TRT. Maybe that's the missing link. When in reality, they still have to get the exercise, the nutrition, and supplementation right before TRT even needs to be thought about.
Yeah. I think that sounds more natural. I like that. Okay.
Yeah, it is. But the TRT clinics love selling their angle.
I know.
They love when everybody's confused. They love
I know.
it,
Yeah.
right? Because they want what they have to be your answer.
Well, the other problem too is like we've discovered a lot of them are just in that silo.
Yes.
There's nothing
Yes.
outside of that silo. Than what
Or
they're-
they don't look at anything else that's going on
Exactly.
in their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
Exactly true.
questions about what else is going on. Yeah, you're right.
It's exactly true. Right on the money. You got it. That's it. It's a big problem. And, some good clinics will eventually figure that part out and be more holistic.
Yeah.
But there's still a ways to go.
Yeah. Okay, I'll try that.
Okay,
I
good.
want to tell you that the thing that encourages me is all your videos that you send out.
Really?
Yes, I know. And your little email things about who's doing what, who's doing that. And
Yeah.
I read them and I'm like, dang, if
I can do that.
if that old lady can do that, then I can do that.
Exactly.
Because I know there was one recently, someone in their 70s or something who
Oh, yeah.
because I was like, definitely. So it's very encouraging and it's motivating and it's all the things and more than I don't know what I'm sure your goal is for some of that, also information, but yeah.
Yes. Which kinds of videos are you referring to? Like the little podcast videos?
I like those. I like your emails just with information and testimonials. I mean, I like it all,
Awesome. Thank you.
depending on the time I have. Sometimes
Right.
I'll have a podcast going when I'm, just doing my work here and can listen what's going on and such. So, but overall, it just keeps me focused on
Yes, exactly.
focused on.
Right.
That's
Quick but important side note, as Yanko's helping me on the set here, the Midlife Muscle podcast. You got to keep in mind, Billy's wife is almost 11 years younger than him. Okay, now you're going to see her coming up in a few seconds to tell about her 3-month update. And what's cool is that she's sharing early progress. But here's the cool thing. Her focus used to be on weight loss, which is a big problem and a bad focus for so many people, especially women. We got her to change her focus to body composition. And now that her focus is changed to body composition instead of losing weight, important things are starting to happen up here, and important things, improvements, changes, and results are starting to happen to her body as they're changing up here. So watch the rest of Billy's, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.
So do you want us to send you a testimonial? I mean, that's really good for businesses.
I would love that.
Okay. How do you want it?
What's that?
How do you want it?
You could. What's easier for you is just
Put it
typing
on
an
Google
email.
or put it on email?
Whatever's easier. What do you prefer to do?
Email. I can do email.
That's perfect. You just type
Okay.
it up and
Yep.
and think about it this way. Think about it as just rough draft it. Like whatever comes to mind. It doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be grammatical, just rough draft all the good stuff and I can clean it up. I love doing that.
Okay.
I could tweak it for tightness.
All right.
for tightness.
Okay.
So I would extremely be grateful for a wonderful testimonial because you guys are an awesome testimonial, trust me. And this is early days too.
Yeah.
But it's a story worth sharing, trust me.
Yeah.
It will inspire a lot of people, just like the ones you read, Bethany.
Yes.
What you guys have just experienced and several solid months will inspire other people to realize, ooh, that lady sounds like me. I need to look into this.
Yeah.
Trust me. And you, Billy, as well. Guys need to hear your story.
Yeah. Okay. That's sweet.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I look forward to receiving it.
Anything.
All
We're
right.
for you.
Yeah.
We're for you.
Thank you. All right, so that was Billy's success story. I've got my training partner, Yanko, over here helping me out on the Midlife Muscle podcast set. You're going to hear his wife's 3-month update next, all right? You're going to see that either here, or over here, and you're going to want to check that out because her 3-month update is not only mind-changing, but it's in fact body-changing because everything starts here. So you're going to click either here, or over here. I don't know where we're putting the link to the next video, but you're going to want to watch what Bethany has to share, especially if you're a lady in your late 50s, 60s, maybe early 70s. This is life-changing material. Watch closely, listen, and take notes. We'll see you there.